This episode is sponsored by the Phenomenon merch store on TeePublic.
Hey everyone, it's Jared. We're so excited to officially launch the Phenomenon merch store. You can finally get Phenomenon t-shirts, stickers, prints, and tons of other cool stuff. We have a bunch of great designs to choose from, and we'll be continuing to add more as we go. So head to our website, phenomenonpod.com, click on merch, and check out what we have to offer. In addition to getting some awesome gear, you'll also be helping to support us and everything that goes into creating our show. If you'd like to submit one of your own designs, we would absolutely love to see what you come up with. Just drop us a line on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram @PhenomenonPod. It would be so great to hear from you. We can't wait to start wearing some Phenomenon merch and hope you all feel the same. Head to phenomenonpod.com, click on merch, and find your perfect t-shirt for the end of the world.
This is the emergency alert system. There is currently no emergency alert available in your area. Please continue to check back for updates from your local and national officials. Thank you.
Dr. Lucinda Alvarez?
What? Where am I?
You're safe, Doctor. But I'm afraid there's been an incident.
What was it? Poison? Why aren't I in the medical wing?
Not that kind of incident. You're fine. You weren't the target. Every other leader was.
What happened?
Every member of the council and nearly all military leadership are dead.
What? How? What happened?
We're still trying to figure that out, Doctor. All the living quarters share ductwork and primary circulation, so it may have been an accidental leak of some kind, or it could be something more sinister is happening. We're still working that out.
How many were affected?
We're looking at 30 bodies, and lucky for you, no one from your project was affected. It was all politicians, council members, and military.
30. You said nearly all military leadership. Who survived?
Officers? Just me. I was on night watch on the Nautilus last night and away from my chambers. It saved my life.
And me? What happened to me?
Living areas of the project weren't affected, but as ranking member, we couldn't be sure if you were safe. We felt that a quiet extradition from the general population would take you off the radar of whoever or whatever did this. So we drugged your breakfast and had the MPs wheel you through medical in a big hustle.
You faked my death to keep me safe?
Well, temporarily faked it, but yes.
Why am I that important?
Well, Dr. Alvarez, according to the chain of command, you and I are now heads of this entire organization cooperatively.
Cooperatively?
That's right. The project and the military working together as intended.
And by this organization, you mean?
The last surviving remnants of the United States government, yes.
So, We're
in charge. That's all that matters right now. Lieutenant James McGuire. Looking forward to working together, Doctor.
I can't. This is insane.
Yes, there's a term for this kind of thing in the military.
And what's that?
A clusterfuck.
Okay. Where do we start?
I'm glad you asked. While you were sleeping, I had the minutes pulled from the last few days of meetings to see what direction our predecessors were headed in and to get some sort of idea of exactly what we should be doing.
I see. To be frank, I think our direction should be our own. Don't you agree?
Maybe, but these transcripts, they're top secret. Apparently there's a few things in here that general project membership were kept completely in the dark about.
Really? Well, let's go over these separately and meet later to discuss what we find. You look at it from the military angle, and I'll look at it from the civilian and governing angles, like we're supposed to, and then we'll hammer out our differences.
Sounds more than fair, but I've had a little time to look through it this morning already. I'd recommend you skip to page 12. They discuss something about tomb excavations that looks interesting. And after that, page 45, Operation Monument.
Really? Nothing about the shards or tall ones?
Oh, there's plenty on both. Just read them.
In here.
That's it across the street. The Met.
Looks like someone took great care to button her up. Windows boarded. Looks like chains on the doors. Any ideas, Cox?
Seems like this calls for the direct approach, sir. We get up to the door and knock.
Knock?
Yes, sir. The only one in there is supposed to be Opperthorn, right?
What about going in through the delivery dock?
Delivery dock?
Museums have delivery docks for moving in large exhibits, and it's probably covered to protect from rain. The delivery dock is how you get in.
I like the sound of that. Any idea where it might be?
My first guess would be through the garage. There.
Perfect. Cox, we don't know what we'll find in there, so let's leave the civvies here and scout this one alone.
No arguments here, sir.
Okay with you guys?
Yes, that sounds good.
Works for me.
Here, take this radio in case we run into trouble. If you don't hear from us in a couple hours, make your way to the Oregon without us.
Okay.
Okay, Cox. No point in delaying things. You three find cover. We'll be back as soon as we can with Opperthorn. Hope to God he's worth it.
Until the army in Mount Unebi woke up.
And?
And it was an unmitigated disaster. An entire squad was sent down there to investigate. One came back. They sealed Mount Unebi immediately after.
Well, then what happened?
Well, the lone survivor reported the fates of the other 15, as well as one very important and unknown fact, that the giants absorbed heat from their surrounding environments with remarkable efficiency. Using that info, satellite thermal scans identified 7 other sites that were the geographical center of sudden marked temperature drops across the globe. One each in Australia, India, Russia, Sweden, Libya, China, and Utah. But who knows? I mean, there could be more.
Do we know who built these tunnels? Or these armies?
Carbon dating puts the Japanese tunnels at nearly 40,000 years old.
How could something that old survive?
They were extraordinarily well constructed. Stones were fitted together with a layer of mortar rivaling modern industrial recipes. The tunnel walls had layers 5 stones deep. The mortar mixture was tested. It's antifungal, water repellent, airtight. The stones themselves are of uniform density and makeup, mostly granite with impurities of mica and marble, which is astounding because granite and marble are 2 different kinds of rock that don't form together in nature. Whoever or whatever made these tunnels used primitive methods, but incredibly advanced materials that we can't replicate.
So who or what built them?
We don't know.
So what does all this mean for us, for the project, I mean?
Well, that's not for you or I to decide.
Is this going to end?
Of course, eventually. All things end. It's just a matter of time.
But that could be years, decades, centuries. Mankind couldn't survive underground that long, no matter how well prepared.
No? I mean, not with modern technology and a bit of centralized planning?
No, it's impossible. Technology breaks down, supplies are limited, diseases evolve, social bonds and barriers break. Over any significant length of time, no amount of preparedness or planning will be up to the task. All you have to do is look at history. Lost colonies, exploratory parties, settlers traveling across continents. There's numerous examples of isolated groups in dangerous situations ending up devolving into desperation and anarchy no matter how well prepared they were.
Well, be that as it may, we may not have any other choice. And now I need to get on your computer.
Ugh.
I told you what I know.
You told me a story.
It's what I know. And a deal's a deal.
Fine. It's signed in. Do whatever secret thing you need to do.
Thank you very much.
What's so special about my system that you trekked all the way here just to use it?
Oh, well, I trekked a few places. I stopped in for a visit with Henry just last week.
You saw Henry? How is he?
Alive and holed up in his bunker with a couple of dozen other people.
Good for him.
Yeah. Seems you're not the only one who threw protocol out the window.
It's okay, Henry. You're okay. You're okay. Here, drink this. Thank God you're awake.
The giant.
We were able to lock it out.
How?
It walked back out long enough for a few of us to manually close the secondary door, and it held.
What happened to the students?
Henry, just get...
Please, just tell me, Evelyn.
After it came in, it rampaged through the common area and the kitchen. Rowan and I were in the pantry. It must not have seen us. Henry, you almost died. I found you hanging, literally hanging from the racks above the servers. Your leg was caught and broken in at least 4 places, maybe more.
The students.
Over half of them are gone.
Jesus.
Only 10 of us survived, including you, me, and Rowan.
What about Alex?
I don't know. He ran outside yelling to draw the giant's attention. It chased him, and that's when we were able to close the door.
And he never came back.
No. I'm sorry, Henry.
Looks like he got the medicine, though.
Yeah, he did. Rowan's fever dropped immediately. He's gonna be fine.
I'm so sorry for putting you through this.
You didn't do this, Henry.
I was supposed to protect all those kids.
And there are some here that you still can.
How are they?
They're devastated. Philip and Seth have been cleaning up and organizing the remains.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I think there are crutches in one of the closets.
I already got them down for you.
Thank you. I have to go see this for myself.
Now, Doc, this lady ain't done nothing to you, and I sure as hell ain't neither, so why don't you just do us all a favor and put the gun down, okay?
Jesse, you've been a great help to me. But anybody who was down in those isolation levels either did me harm or intended to. The peaceful and reasonable ones took their chances and left. Those who didn't are dangerous. They threatened me and the project. I can't allow that threat to continue.
Doc, for Christ's sake, she's half froze to death and unarmed.
Cover. Doc. Do it! Now, Jesse.
Okay, calm down, Doc. I'll cover, but I gotta know I'm not gonna get shot when I unsnap this holster.
Of course. I'm not unreasonable.
Well, you ain't exactly broadcasting the picture of sanity right now either, Doc.
Just cover, Jesse.
All right. Keep your lab coat on. Sorry about this, Linda.
Now, give me the key.
Doc, you'd be able to hear if I was gonna...
It's not up for discussion, Jesse. Give me the key now.
Okay, Doc, you win. Here, take it.
And the spare.
There's no spare, Doc.
Do you really think I'm that stupid? Don't you understand the importance of my work? Of what I can do to save humanity? Do you understand what they did to me? What they took?
Doc, calm the fuck down. Nobody here's trying to hurt you.
No, I'm just surrounded by geniuses who don't understand the depth of their betrayal. But I only need one of you to drive the truck.
No!
No!
Jesse? Jesse?
That hurt.
Are you okay?
Well, I'm alive. I was kinda hoping never to have to use this vest, but damn glad I had it. Check on the doc, would you?
Okay. He's got a pulse. It's weak, but he's still alive.
Good. You got the gun?
Yep, I've got it.
Good.
Good thinking. With putting the cuffs both on the same wrist.
It's a great plan till the moment I got shot. What kind of doctor are you?
Excuse me?
Are you a medical doctor?
Unfortunately, no. Do you need one?
Probably. But, I think I'll get by. Well?
Well, what?
Well, what kind of doctor are you?
Oh, I'm a virologist.
Bug doctor.
Yeah, little bugs, viruses, like HIV.
Yeah, I get it.
What about you? Military?
No. I'm a metal worker.
A metal worker.
Yep.
A metal worker who survived the apocalypse?
Survived it so far, yeah. I ain't over yet.
How?
I was prepared, that's how.
How could you have prepared for something that nobody in their right mind would have seen coming?
Well, I wasn't prepared specifically for this scenario, but a sort of general end of the modern first world kind of thing. Canned goods, guns, ammo, heavy-duty vehicle, couple thousand gallons of fuel stashed away. Weren't nothing special about what I did. Hell, I was just fortunate to be at home and able to jump into my bunker when the emergency alert system went off.
So you were one of those doomsday preppers.
Considering the current state of things, I wouldn't say such preparations were unwise. Would you?
Well, no. I can't argue with that. What are we gonna do with Raffi?
I don't know. Part of me thinks he wasn't lying about how important it is to get his materials to them project folks. He did tell you about that, right?
Yes, he did.
Okay, just making sure we're on the same page.
Gods! Formless gods! They're not meant for us! It's too soon. They must be recalled that we're not ready. The way's close to us and the bridge must stay unbuilt.
Want to give him another check?
He's gone.
Well, that solves that problem, I guess.
So, what now?
Now, we wait until the shards outside lose interest, then I'm gonna go load up Raffi's notes and we're gonna make our way to the project. Somewhere there's survivors. Shards won't be a problem once we hit the open road. Let's just hope we don't run into any of those giants.
Wait, giants? What giants?
The Phenomenon is written and directed by Jared J. Smith, based on the novel The Phenomenon by R.K. Kadick. It's produced by Andrew Pomeroy and Jared J. Smith, and co-produced by Eiku Jakar Smith. Sound design and music by Andrew Pomeroy. Cover art by Amanda Pacharski. This episode features the voices of Eiku Jakar Smith, Donovan Christie Jr., Kristen DiMercurio, Eric Ensley, Jeff Fraser, Leslie Frey, Andrea Galata, Peter Kendall, Gary Lee Mahmood, Danielle Mullen, Devin Nelson, Michael Paladine, Sarah Parchisepe, and Jared J. Smith. The Phenomenon is a production of Luciola Creative.